We're going live now. All right, we're live. We're live, guys. GM guys. Hope
GM guys.
everyone had an amazing night. My camera lagging. My camera lagging. Is my camera lagging?
I don't know whether it's
Felt like it
StreamYard,
was lagging. Express me.
I don't know. The whole thing is lagging a bit from this end.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if it's StreamYard or it's from my end.
Probably. GM join. Hope everyone is doing good. Please feel free to share the link, invite anyone you want to invite to the live stream. I'm about to share my screen now for us to get started. Especially your mic is lagging. I don't know if it's from my end, but I feel your audio is actually lagging. Yeah, so today is the last official trading day of the week, and we're going to be looking at what to expect over the weekend, what has happened in the last 24 hours, what would supposedly happened, also some opportunities, if any. So feel free to drop your questions if you have any. Drop your questions. Especially, I don't know if you're there, though.
Yes, I'm here, and I'm also, trying to track the live.
All right, so
on YouTube, but I also
let's jump
noticed
right
that
into it.
Kind of lagging a bit. So
you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
A message if you can't hear me. Can leave a message in the comments so that I can see it. I think Spacetime is having some network issues. All right, so let's jump straight to what's been happening. Here's M24 hours outlook of the markets. You can see Zcash actually pumped. If you remember yesterday, Zcash was down bad, and there was a zone I was seeing. I was expecting it to drop to be able to long. So basically, most of the tokens in the market didn't perform well between yesterday and today. They're still very, very down. Some are actually just ranging, while a few were able to bounce when BTC bounced back above 90K. But there's something I've always emphasized on, which is what happens on Friday. I still said it yesterday. Whatever you're doing, be careful. Tomorrow is Friday, which is today. Anything is possible. We can see most alts go lower because of tomorrow is Friday. And that's why I said even the long positions, chill to get a confirmation before you jump in. Very, very important. So you don't end up getting more loss, or so that you end up getting the best entry. So if we watch, you can see coins that did not dump yesterday, today they have dumped. Example, Hype. Hype was higher than it is today. It was higher yesterday, but now it has gone a bit low. I think lead to AVAX too, and also I think Uni too went a bit lower today, and a few other tokens too. Also Ton actually went much lower today. Yesterday it was way higher than it is. Sui too, because I noticed Sui also dumped. Yeah, Sui also dumped today. So there are some solid alts that were holding up pretty well yesterday, but today they are actually lower. So let's jump right into the charts. Let's look at the chart. Yeah, so I hope everyone can see my screen. Let's look at the chart and let's go to BTC. Let's see what BTC is doing basically. So this is BTC chart. So this is our last trade, which we spoke about yesterday. That was a loss basically. Now we saw a bounce from this zone yesterday. I'm attempting to go above this support that is now like a resistance. That's this area. It's now like a resistance, attempting to go above it, but it didn't work. There was a strong rejection, and we went back around 89K. So it will be quite interesting for this 89K level to hold today being Friday. To be very, very interesting. If that can hold and this week candle closes not lower than 88K, that would be really good. So I'm zooming out to the weekly chart. Yep. So this is it. If that can hold and this week's candle closes not below this level, not below this 89K level, then that would be really, really good. At least it would mean that come next week, we can see a green candle. Yet, so I'm really looking forward to this candle not going so low. I wouldn't want this week's candle to go all the way down to its 7K. I wouldn't want that. So hopefully, like I said, it doesn't go below it's 9K. That's what we're expecting. But the most important thing I noticed this morning is the fact that since BTC, the market dominance dumped, and it's been trying to range, that would give some altcoins the balance that they need to start appreciating more in value. So altcoins like Giggle, I spoke about Giggle yesterday. We dropped this trade on Giggle, which I said you guys wait for confirmation before jumping in because then it was somewhere here. So I said just wait for confirmation, see how BTC reacts, then before you jump in. And even when you do, you have to manage your trades very well. So personally, I jumped in on this trade, but I've exited the trade based on trailing stop loss. Trailing stop loss exited me from the trade, so I'll still jump in again. And once he gets back here, I'll still jump back in. But why I set that trailing stop loss early on was because one, if you notice, is a 1 to 3.8, that's 1 to 300 and something percent. And if I'm to take this down all the way to here, you see as at here, it was already almost at 1 to 1. And the fact that the market were approaching Friday, so I just had to like be very, 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 very strict with my trades. So that's why I had to set that early on, which has taken me out. So this was one of the trades we dropped. Let's see some other trades that were still on. If you notice, hype has gone back to almost entry. It's approaching entry, which would be a very fantastic opportunity to get back into the trade. It's a very good opportunity to get back into the hype trade. Already exited this. Metis is actually back to entry. Metis is back to entry. Let me just open that up here. Metis is actually back to the entry, even lower than the entry. So I still have my eyes on Metis. I'm still observing it because yesterday there was a huge spike down. So I'm still observing Metis for a possible re-entry. Then Ton did some good corrections. I was looking at Ton this morning, so actually drew something like an entry. Our BNB trade yesterday failed. It failed to trigger. So we dropped this. I told you guys if BNB gets down back to this level, that's what we're expecting to get back in. So this failed to trigger before it moved. So this is more like a missed entry. Which of that trade again? Ton. Ton, I drew Ton this morning while I was just analyzing it. Just checking. I was just analyzing this Ton trade this morning. Yeah. So I was yet to take this. I was just watching to see how it plays out. So Ton is doing like a huge correction. Hopefully this zone fails. If this zone fails for Ton, this is where I'll be interested in getting back in. Particularly, I'll be interested in getting back in. Now, if you notice, BTC didn't need to do like a serious dump from yesterday for Ton to start its correction because at yesterday, Ton was still doing well. Yesterday, it was like still doing very, very well. But suddenly, it's dumping. Maybe most people are taking profit or they are selling. I don't know. We're about to see like a correction, and this will be like a very, very good place to like take this stun trade. If it dumps all the way to this level, this would be like a very, very good zone to take this stun trade. Yeah, this will be a good level to take the turn trade. So hopefully we see a free fall because right now it's looking quite weak. So if BTC does like a minor correction, we should see like a very, very sharp fall that would trigger this trade. Yeah, then for Zcash, Zcash was quite low yesterday. It was really low, but we saw like a bounce. We saw a bounce, I think from yesterday late morning. We saw like a bounce that sent it all the way, like a huge candle that sent it all the way to about 430. FIDA, I'm still looking at FIDA for a re-entry. FIDA, all of this, we spoke about this yesterday, to have exited from all of these trades. Yes, so I'm still looking at FIDA, checking for a re-entry for FIDA call. We're yet to get that. So most of this will be posted. The major thing we were waiting for is for today to play out. We needed to see BTC price action from yesterday till today. We needed to see like some reasonable correction. I'm still waiting for the mirror too to come down. Waiting for the mirror to come down. Yeah, hopefully it comes a bit lower between today and tomorrow to give us like the best entry. So for any of the trades that you want to take, there'll be lots of opportunities in the market, but for any of those trades, what matters the most is your entry. If you have a fantastic entry, then you're good to go. This is Asta. We drew this yesterday. I'm expecting Asta. I think Asta was somewhere around here yesterday. So we're expecting it to come down, which it did. It came down and it triggered. So this trade is also running. I think I'm still on this one. This trade is actually running. Another one I'm looking for entries and advances. Looking for an entry for advances, but I'll need to check. Hopefully it goes back to 0.20 something, that range where we had that major run from. So the good thing is it's below this support. That's gone below this support. It broke this support before and bounced and went higher. Right now it's below it. So hopefully if you can see it back at this level, let's say around 26 cents, that would be a fair price to start looking at, maybe searching for a long position for advances. But yeah, this is also a trade that I'm also keeping my eyes on, just expecting it to come down a bit. So for today, nothing much of significance is happening, except for those that take lots of short trades. So if you're good at shorting or you love to short, you can hunt for some shorts. Well, personally, I'm not hunting for any shorts. The time for that has already passed. So that would been Monday, Tuesday. That window, we've missed the window. Especially, I don't know if you're there. Can you hear me clearly now? I don't know if you're there.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. So your audio is better now. Yeah, so are there some stuffs you want to share before we switch to looking at CoinGecko, some meme coins and other stuffs?
Well, today is Friday. There is currently there's little activity of interest. Because it's Friday now. I noticed that Polygon was pumped, but I haven't really figured out why. If there is any significant news on that ecosystem that would cause the pump. Also, I was seeing news about White Whale, which is a meme coin that someone made over 800K from a $360 investment. So I just went to track it, and fair enough, it's been pumping since late last month. But aside that, the market has retraced. It's Friday, like you said. There are no short opportunities, or we shouldn't take short opportunities at this point, and see how the rest of the weekend develops. So, yeah, and I'm also keeping an eye on the prediction scene on BNB because it's still there. It hasn't taken off fully, but it's still there, because recently TZ tweeted about a particular, I think, predicts.fund, them trying to integrate that your bets will earn yield. Okay, so integrating yield earning with prediction market. So it's a trend that is still there, but hasn't fully taken shape yet. So I'm still keeping an eye on that. And yeah.
Okay, okay. That's pretty good. So let's just look at, please, you can start dropping in your questions. Let's look at what's happening on CoinGecko, like the top movers and all. So I noticed Punky. No, we said it yesterday when Punky was around 0.057 or thereabouts yesterday. And I recall seeing that that's just like a minor correction. So you can notice today it's back up about 30% today. And we have, this is on Sui ecosystem, Deep Book, which is also moving. We have Trado, this is a DEX. I'm actually anticipating that soon we should see DEX tokens running again, the likes of Asta, Apex, Avantis. Soon we should see them running again. So that's why you should keep a close watch on most of them. Let's see top 1,000 all coins rather. Let's see all coins performance. Okay, so I'm saying pre by virtual. I doubt this is real though. I doubt this is real. Most times some of these things aren't real. When you go on chain and check, most times it's not, but I doubt because I don't understand why pre by virtual is doing almost 10,000%. But yeah, if we look at the top performing coins on CoinGecko, it's just pretty some random stuffs. But there's a project that we usually swing once in a while, Alliance. Okay, cool. So Alliance right now, the market cap is at 800K, while the FDV is at 4.8. So I think it's, yeah, good. It's approaching the level where we want to get in for a swing. Now, if you guys recall, last time this COA ran almost 300%. If you recall, sometime December, you can see it here. It ran all the way. This candle, it did that like 3 times, which I told you guys I was able to catch a swing twice. So it did like about, I think, 3 times that it did that stuff. Pumped, dumped, pumped. And afterwards, I told you guys that I'm actually paying attention for it to get to my level of interest again, which is something you should know. You don't need to chase most of those coins. If you don't want to dump, you leave them. Now it has dumped to a level that I'm actually interested in. So maybe later today or from tomorrow, I would go and pay attention to the charts to actually start accumulating. Now, if you're thinking of where to accumulate, you can actually do that on MXC. If you're thinking of where, unless you have accounts on some of these other platforms, but it's cool on MXC. You can accumulate it on MXC. So I'll be expecting a pump maybe next week or thereabouts. That's when I'll be expecting a pump. Because most times when the market is lacking some activities, I think some market makers just end up pumping tokens like this, pump them 200, 300, 400%. I even think some centralized exchanges too even indulge in that act. They just pump some of those tokens to keep things going on the platform and keep activities coming and also generating trading fees and all of those stuff. Also, some groups too. I think some very large groups also indulge in all of those things. So you can also make money from it if you can study the pattern and the coins that they use to do most of those things. If you study that pattern and the coins and also the entry levels, very important, the entry levels, you can always leverage on it to make money. Sometimes they can do it 3, 4, 5 times the particular token and then they switch to maybe some other token. So you also need to ensure that you're not a bag holder. The aim, if you're trying to catch stuff like this, is not to go and make your next 10x or 50x. The aim is just to make 100% or maybe one something percent. If you make 300, fine. If you make 400, fine. But you can easily make 100% if you get in at the right price. Yeah. So someone is asking question on LTC. Is LTC at a good entry price for shorts? Flip. LTC is actually at a good price. It is actually. It's at a good price. Let's just briefly open the chart. It's actually at a good price. Sorry, is that the right LTC chart? Yeah. Oh, there's a different Litecoin chart that I usually use, not this one. There's a different light. Or is it? I think it's this one, though. But yeah, I ought to see that it's at okay. This is it. It's at the right price. It's actually at a good price if you want to take advantage of it. It's at a good price. It's sitting on support, basically, sitting on a support. So it's actually at a good price. Even if it drops to 76, which I doubt, it's still very much at a good price. So if you're looking to accumulate, you can actually take advantage. It's very, very good. Let me see, is there any other question before we call it a day? Is it advisable to buy CHR or color pool due to current? Well, anyone is good. I think color pool is at 140k FDV. It's at a good price. CHR is at 0.043 or 0.044. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. They are all at a good price. I think one of the most interesting events that we'll be anticipating is the bill that the US Senate is yet to pass. I think is the crypto bill, and that should be happening second week of January. I think second week of January, if I'm not mistaken. Second week of January. So if you guys recall, all through December, kept saying that January was going to be bullish. January was going to be bullish. Yeah, and we started the year with lots of green. We saw like straight 5 days of green from 1st January to I think 5th or 6th January. So straight 5-6 days green, which realistically, if you want to be sincere with yourself and you don't want to be a retard, more of like just believing everything is bullish. If you want to be realistic, when you see green, green, this is straight 6 days or straight 5 days green. Yeah, straight 5 days. This is first of January, second, third, fourth, fifth. We had straight 5 days of green. So it's from 6th, 7th, 8th, and today 9th that we're seeing the red candles. So when you're seeing like straight 5 consecutively green days, it's only right to expect that there should be one or two red candles in between for correction. Then before we continue to move upwards, it's only right. Like it's just right. Even when we are seeing like bearish candles where the market is dumping. After seeing like 5 red or 4-5 red, you still see like some green, maybe 2-3 green. But the difference is the greens won't be as long. They won't have that much momentum like the red. It's just be minor, just a small bounce, and then it continues again. So you get it's a no-brainer. This correction we're seeing, it's just standard. It's just normal. It's very, very normal. It's very, very standard correction that we're seeing in the market. Overall, I still believe that afterwards, the next set of green candles we should see should take us above this high on BTC. That's 95k. The next set of green we should see should take us above this level. That's what I'm actually expecting. So I think everyone should be prepared for that too. Everyone should actually be prepared. Maybe they might take us even to as high as 108, but I'm looking at 105 basically. That's where I'm expecting us to get to 105. If we could get some red candles that took us all the way from 108, this 108 where we started seeing back-to-back red. We saw like 4 red. If we could have some red candles take us from 108 all the way down to 94, then why can't we have green candles take us from 90K all the way to 108? It's very, very possible. BTC has done these things several times. You just have to anticipate it, plan ahead, and take advantage of it. Very important. So it's not about taking too many unnecessary trades. No. Most times you just 2, 3, 4 good trades. You've made very good money. You wait for correction. The market does its correction. If you want to short the correction too, fine. If you don't want to short it, you wait. The market does its correction. By the time it resumes its upward movement, you get back in. There are people that will trade this upward movement and still trade the correction. You can do it both ways. Yeah, but the most important thing, have a strategy and stick to the strategy. Very, very important. All right, guys. So I think that's all we'll be taking for today. That's all we're taking for today. So see you guys on Monday. Hopefully there will be some good positions for us to drop tomorrow and Sunday. So Spencer, I don't know if you have something to add.
Oh, no, not really. We'll see you guys on Monday.
All right, guys. See you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.